It's called My Canadian Hockey Journey, Tales from a Career House Leaguer and Retired Hockey Dad. And I like to think that it covers the whole spectrum of the Canadian hockey culture, from road hockey and house league all the way up to old timers hockey and everything in between. Watching our favorite team at the local rink, watching our favorite team on TV. Hopefully I've tried to cover all aspects of the Canadian hockey culture. I chose to write the book because I love reading hockey books, but I find they're all written by NHL players, guys who played at the highest level. And yet most Canadians have played at the house league level, the community level. Most of us have been hockey parents. I really wanted to write a hockey book that could relate to just the average hockey person in Canada. I started writing in 2012, off and on for a few years. I would work on it and put it away for a while. But the last few years I've worked more intensely on it. So far the people who have been buying my book have really enjoyed it, and they often find that they have similar stories to the ones that I've outlined in the book. And really one of the premises of my book is that we all have a hockey story to tell in Canada. I think you don't have to play in the NHL to write a hockey book, and that's what I was trying to capture with mine. The fact that we've all had experiences, good and bad. Every hockey parent I've spoken to who's bought the book have similar kind of stories, and overall they're finding it a very enjoyable read. The core of the book is really my son's hockey when he was playing for the Cambridge Minor Hockey Association, and he spent 12 years with the local association. We had a great time. There was a lot of great people, a lot of great volunteers and great coaches, but like every bushel of apple, there's always a few bad ones. And we had one experience I wrote about was called the Clapper incident, and that was where we were in a hockey tournament here in Cambridge playing a Kitchener team. Both teams needed to win to advance in a tournament, and things were getting pretty intense. Well, we had purchased some hand clappers, and the one Kitchener mother yelled over to us and said, could you be quiet because the kids can't hear the referee's whistle because we were clapping so loudly. Well, when Kitchener scored to go ahead, the one mother who had yelled at us earlier came over, grabbed the clapper, shook it so hard in the Cambridge mother's face that it broke the dollar store item. And next you know, there was mothers standing nose to nose arguing, and then a few fathers got involved. Nothing physical, but it was a lot of verbal nonsense going back and forth. And that's just one of the incidents that happens in my book. What I can tell about my book, it's available right now at Wordsworth Books in Waterloo, the bookshelf in Guelph, and I'm trying to get it into the Chapters Indigo store here in Cambridge. It's also available online at Burnstown Publishing House